Hello, YouTubers. This is Angela Logan with Everyday Shenanigans. I'm bringing you a very heartbreaking story out of Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. Forgive me if I get teary-eyed or choked up, but this is a very heart-wrenching story. On Saturday, a 3-year-old African-American little girl went missing from a birthday party. Her name is Kamille Mckinney, and she's better known as Cupcake to her parents and her family and friends. And she attended a birthday party on Saturday. From my understanding and the information that I have received through social media and news reports, that she attended the party with another child. And at some point during this birthday party, she goes missing. Her father was notified via phone that they could not find her. And there we have a missing child. A press conference was given in Birmingham yesterday, and the mayor is Mr. Randall Woodfin, and the police chief, Patrick Smith, spoke to reporters about the disappearance of Cupcake, and that she went missing at this birthday party on Saturday, and that a dark SUV was seen on surveillance cameras as a potential suspect, or someone driving this vehicle may have information to the whereabouts of Kamille Mckinney. Chief Smith said that there was a multi-hour delay to send out an Amber Alert. And I guess it was because of the time frame of getting the information about her disappearance. I guess it was a matter of who last saw her and the time frame. So that was the reason why they couldn't give out a Amber Alert, because I guess it was a matter of when someone called in and when someone actually last saw her. So it took several hours, I guess, or a few hours, excuse me, before an Amber Alert could be issued. But an Amber Alert has been issued, and they are looking in surrounding states of Georgia and Tennessee for this young lady and a dark SUV. And they also had pictures of a young man on camera, I guess, going into a convenience store. I don't know if he is a suspect or he has anything to do with Cupcake's disappearance, kidnapping and disappearance. But they had, at the time I read the story today on a news report, they have 2 people who are currently being questioned in this child's disappearance. The FBI has been notified, and currently they're searching for this car, and as I said, questioning 2 people. Now, mind you, I watched a interview given by Miss Cupcake's parents, and the parents are not together, but they obviously are co-parenting of this child, this 3-year-old child. And the mother, of course, in the initial interview from news reporters, she was distraught. She was hollering. She was saying, "Why my child? Why my child? Please bring her back." And she seemed sincere. Then they go on to interview the father. And the father is naturally saying he wants his child back, that she's a very outgoing young lady, can be mean at times, but she wouldn't go with anyone that she did not know, because that was the type of child that she is. As you see, I'm using present tense. The type of child that she is. She wouldn't just normally gravitate towards a stranger. And he said he would do whatever it takes to pay whatever to get his child back. Now, naturally, when you have these news stories, they have a comment page. So naturally, people are throwing out their assumptions and blah, 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 running amok with accusations of this and that and whatever. And some people think because he appeared to be, or maybe is known as a drug dealer, I don't know. I'm not claiming that in this video because I want to make that clear. But I want to say, let's not start that, judging somebody on how they look, okay? Because we don't want to go there yet. We don't want to start pointing fingers at why the child was taken, because, like I said, those things are running amok on social media, that he may be the reason that the child was taken. Maybe it was a retaliation situation. Now, naturally, in the video, in the news report of him being interviewed by news reporters, he made mention of the child's whose apartment that the party took place in. The lady's affiliated with the baby's mother. I'm assuming it was a friend of hers who was throwing a birthday party. And so he had made mention now in this live news conference that the door stays off the hinges. A lot of traffic going in and out of this young lady's apartment. She just moved there. She's had some altercations and disagreements with some people already since she's been living there. And one could say he was using a metaphor. The door was off the hinges because he was like, well, her apartment's the only one that actually doesn't have a door on. So I don't know. I don't live in Birmingham, so I can't say. I'm not a witness to that. But your mind starts to wonder about everything, okay? You start to wonder about why the little girl was there, okay? She went to a party. Speculation is also that she went with another child. So why was her mother not there, okay? As I said, I do not want to place blame because there's not a lot of information about the child's disappearance, but we have to use common sense. She was 3 years old, and she could not fend for herself. She cannot defend herself. Someone is responsible for her well-being because she is a child. She is a toddler. So to let another child take her anywhere is irresponsible to me, okay? Now, understand, through life, people let children take care of small children, babysit, walk them to the corner store or go outside, play. But you have to be very careful when you're dealing with children in general because they cannot fend for themselves. So you dropping your child off with another child at a party, to me, ain't good. Ain't good at all. Now, I could say it's poor parenting, but I don't know the young lady, so I don't want to go there just yet. But I want to say it don't look good. I don't know the relationship between her and the girl who's having the party. Are they really good friends to where she trusted her child alone at this party with another child? See, those are the things you don't know, and you don't want to start speculating so people can start jumping on talking about, well, you don't know her and da-da-da-da. But I will say this, the child is missing. So that means she was not supervised. So you can get mad at what I'm saying and what others are saying because all we have to go by is what has been reported in the news. A 3-year-old is missing from a birthday party where there were numerous people, and I'm sure numerous adults and numerous children. And you do have to ask yourself, of course, why this child? Why anybody's child, of course. Okay? And I'm very upset because it is a child. That is someone's child. And I don't know what's going on with the situation, the parental situation, because like you said, I don't know these people. I just saw both of the parents giving an interview to the news. It is now Tuesday, October 15th. The child has been missing since Saturday. And we all know the statistics of anyone going missing. It's not good past 3 hours. And I'm praying that she is found. I do not want to claim that she will not come home safe. I'm praying in Jesus' name that she comes home safe. She is found safe. She is unharmed. But like I said, we have to be realistic in the time frame. It is now Tuesday evening. Okay? She went missing Saturday. So you have to use common sense. I'm also praying that her parents aren't involved in this, okay? Because we naturally know that when you're investigating children and people going missing, you always, as the police say, we work our way in and then out. So naturally, they're going to question the parents. They're going to question the parents' associates, family members, their lifestyle. All that's going to come into play. And I'm sure some things are going to come up that aren't so great about the parents because we're all human. But hey, the police have to do their job because this is a child who is missing, and it is now Tuesday night. And she went missing, probably Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. So you're talking about a nice span of time. I'm praying that whoever the police is currently talking to has some type of information to the whereabouts of this child. I'm also praying that her parents are not involved Because, we see people give interviews all the time about missing children and this and that. And then you find out later, days later, month later, could be a year later, that they had something to do with the child's disappearance. I don't want to dwell on that. Because like I said, I'm not trying to get people hyped up on this YouTube channel with what I said and I don't know this and that. You're right, I don't know anything. But I will say this for the record, because Big Ange don't play about business, especially when it comes to children. That was a baby, a 3-year-old baby who could not fend for herself. And somebody has to stand account for the fact that she is missing and she was not watched properly. Because you have to use common sense that there were, I'm sure, tons of children there. Dozens of children. Dozens of adults. And how is it that this child went missing? Nobody saw anything to say, hey, what are you doing walking off with that kid? Hey, where are you going with that little girl? That's all I'm saying. I'll bring you all an update. My prayers to her parents and her family. I'm praying that your child is returned safely to you. Kamille Mckinney. They said if you see her, call her Cupcake, because she will not answer to Kamille. That is the name that her father gave her, Cupcake, the nickname. Cupcake, I'm praying for you, sweetheart. I'm praying that you are safe. I'm praying that you will return safely to your parents. I'm praying for her parents and family. I am praying for Birmingham, Alabama, because I'm sure the people are distraught looking for this child and trying to find this baby. She's a beautiful little girl. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And I could see why he gave her that name. His only girl. Cupcake, I'm praying for you, baby. And I'm praying for the demon that took her. Yeah, I got to pray for you too, because you see, you stole something that didn't belong to you. So give that baby back to her parents. Do the right thing. You did the wrong thing by taking her. Now do the right thing and give that baby back to her mom and daddy. That's the least you can do. And God will handle you later. But bring that baby back. Thank you, YouTubers, for listening, watching, sharing. Pray for this beautiful child who is missing in Birmingham, Alabama. I'll bring you an update as soon as I get it. And I want to thank you for listening. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.